gentlemen, my fellow alcoholics, welcome to the last Advent calendar of this year. Actually, it's probably the last recording of this year, period. Because for the first time this Advent calendar, I am doing this on day of. It is the 31st, so this video is probably going to be up late, especially since it's already 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But, so... yeah, I got back from Vegas. Again, always enjoy the view from... that's the thing is, Vegas is a weird town. It's known for one or two places. Once you get out those areas, though, it's kind of pretty. And it's not as wearing on the soul. Anyways, but yeah, again, Green Valley, pretty area. So, especially the mountains around it. Again, akin to the area, where is it? Where you meet the Brotherhood of Steel companion in New Vegas. Anyways, yeah, up 95. Now it's I-11. So, but anyways, got back last night around 1 o'clock. I downloaded some stuff, so hopefully I can stream tonight. And again, I think I'll just stay home. Just keep it simple. Don't go out with all the weird drunk American football college fans. So, anyways, let's take a step back and recap this Advent calendar. I started with a fire, and I might still burn one later, but the problem is wood out there. It's been raining a couple days, so the wood's wet. But I started with the plan to clean up my house. It's probably messier than when I started. The backyard's a little bit cleaner. The front, I'm sorry to clean up. And there's little areas of pockets of hope. But for the most part, that kind of fell by the wayside as I pursued the second project, which was making Christmas presents, and I made a couple. And I have a couple more projects I'm making, jewelry boxes and ideas for cutting boards. So again, kind of didn't do the initial plan, did a secondary, and that's about it for those big plans. Now, there was 2 other tentative plans. One of them was a new intro from a scene from a Christmas movie. And I did that except for one day. I did do just a travel montage for an intro. So the other one, I didn't speak. But I think I tried this last year and I tried this year to wear a different shirt all 31 days. Didn't accomplish that, I don't think. One of the days in Vegas, when I just got back from off the road, I just filmed and then realized, oh, wait a minute, I didn't change my shirt, because I think that shirt I had worn twice. I brought some extra shirts with me to Vegas just purely for filming, so that way I can keep that going. So I think I fell one short on those 2 counts. So, but yeah, it is officially over. So time to unplug the Christmas tree. Yep, so in real life, tomorrow, depending on how sober I am, or maybe even the second, I'll be taking down the Christmas lights outside, taking down the Christmas tree. Probably, I don't know if I'll be able to get to it tonight. I'll take down the green screen room. Gotta watch out for scorpions. Found one in there, by the way. And, yeah, kind of, it's weird. Well, this week has been weird, because again, it's post-Christmas, pre-New Year's. So there's almost nothing that gets done here. It's kind of this weird week of, it's mainly, I think I'm shaking the camera, sorry. But you mainly just kind of mess with the stuff you got at Christmas, meet family, hang out. Kind of is a nice vacation time if you have it. But it also is just this weird, because you don't want to do anything yet. It's weird, because again, resolutions don't start till tomorrow. So... which again, once I go back to the gym, it's going to be busy for the first couple weeks. And then it'll go back to normal. But yeah, so again, but what's also weird is next week. Because it's like you just got done with all this vacation time, but nothing's really changed. It's just another day. Now, I don't have to go back to work until... on the road rather, until like mid-January. So hopefully I can get back on schedule now that I won't be doing Advent calendars as often. And also now that my computer's fixed, that's the other big thing that's been a common theme through this whole month, is I finally have a computer that works, an internet that works, everything that works. I mean, I just downloaded Far Cry, just tested out the speed. There's slight issue with the graphics, but I'm not 100% sure if it's Far Cry or the computer. I'm more thinking it's Far Cry. I haven't downloaded any. I should re-download Cyberpunk to do a nice Cyberpunk and Hitman, and use both of those as graphical tests. So the reason Hitman is they have a nice little graphical test in the start of the game. So you can set the settings, it runs through a little scene and gives you the data. So you don't actually have to log in, log out, log in, log out. So anyways, so yeah, I got my computer back. So now hopefully that the year starts, I can start back on my normal schedule. Quote unquote, normal schedule. But yep, just got, again, it's just that weird, like, yeah, it's January 2nd. It just feels weird. Because again, past is just past, man. That's good. The biggest couple holidays for most people are just behind you. All of a sudden, you got to get on with the normal life. So, no more vacations, no more Christmas time. For most part, no more Christmas music, hopefully. But yeah, so again, that's why I'm just doing it here. Kind of just a recap, just a clean, simple video. Also, because I have to get this edited and uploaded. So yeah. Tonight, hopefully, we'll see if I stream before this gets uploaded or after. But regardless, hopefully tonight I'll do a live stream. Play it by ear what I play, because again, I'm dealing with essentially a brand new computer. So regardless, I don't have any extra filming here. So today we're looking at Dewar's White Label. This is Scottish. So yeah, sorry, back. Okay, so Dewar's White Label, 45% alcohol by volume. True Scotch. Is it at least made in Scottish, or is it made in like Wisconsin? Nope, it's apparently a product of Scotland Elroy. Visit Dewars.com. Okay, I knew Dewars was Scottish. I just found it funny if it was one of those international ones where they also have breweries in the middle of New Mexico or wherever. So, but yeah. Again, not a big fan of Scottish. I'm leaning more towards it more recently as I taste better and better stuff. So, very clear. Woo, very clear. Almost apple juice in color. So, but yeah. So, this year, it's hard to remember what we did a whole year. Admittedly, I have some record. I could look back on my videos and see what I've done. This was a year where I injured my knee, if I remember right. Spent most of April in shambles. I recorded 2 VR videos with the injured knee, which just made it worse. Then I walked around New Orleans. Let's see, what else did I do? Last year technically is when I got the new computer, so I've had it for a whole year. It broke itself at the end of this year. I started streaming more often. That's, I think, something that's kind of come into a bit different from the start of last year. As a result, I don't know. Again, it's harder to keep both streaming and YouTube going. So I think as a result, there's been less YouTube, but more streaming. So I've been trying to find a balance. I've just been trying to find more time to record because, again, it's on the road a lot. It's easy to stream. You just sit down, do it. When you edit, you got to edit, and you got to find time for it. So not only do you have to sit down and record, then you have to sit down and edit. So 1 step versus 2 steps, as it were. So, but actually, that's the other thing is Stream, Twitch. Again, it's kind of that balancing. Sometimes one seems to be more popular than the other, and vice versa. But there was definitely a time when Twitch seemed to be the more popular platform than YouTube, even though YouTube still has an ungodly amount of views. Yeah, actually, technically, ungodly amount of active members at any given time. Again, it's second, if you count it as a social network, it's the second largest, I think, or is it third? Anyways, Facebook, WhatsApp, and some other guys are always in the mix. And of course, start of the year was an election year, so we're dealing with that mess now. Also, just the nonsense here in the states. But the good news is I can still breathe. Good news is, we're all still alive. Those of us who made it, we're doing okay. We could always sit back and enjoy the sensation of oxygen, breath going down our throats and sighing back out. Sometimes it's good just to stop for a minute, breathe in deeply a couple times. Not only does it help remind you of the goodness of breathing, but also it helps slow down your blood rate, heart rate, etc., etc. And you get heart rate and increases your oxygen level in your blood. It's always a good way just to take a moment to relax, recuperate. So, if all acquaintance be forgot, for all lang syne, raise a cup of brotherhood. Here's to making 2023 a better year for us, for those to come, and for those who it may be their last year. Here's to all around making next year a bit less sucky. Cheers. Nah. Not my favorite scotch. I mean, it went down smooth enough, but there was an instant flush to my cheeks and nose, and it was almost dry. Like as soon as it went in, it almost evaporated is what it felt like. And then what was left is this kind of whiskey, wood, bourbon almost taste. But yeah, no, it was just that instant almost dryness feeling. Again, it's hard to describe. It's almost like a negative. Like I'm drinking liquid, all of a sudden my mouth feels drier and alcohol. Like it's a weird sensation. Not a pleasant one. Now again, who knows? Maybe the lunch I had reacted, like the salt left over in my mouth or something. But again, it did go down smooth for 45% alcohol, 90 proof. So it does have that going for you. And again, if you mixed it with anything, soda, again, Pepsi, Scotch and Pepsi, yeah, it'd be fantastic. Again, goes down smooth, everything covered by the thick Pepsi sugar. Yeah, no, like I said, in general, Scotch, not my favorite type of whiskey. I'm more of the Irish, excuse me, Irish Canadian smoothness, as I call it. But that's because I'm a wuss. So, speaking of which, I just had some lovely habanero sauce when we ate out last night. And that was very dangerous. Just before driving for 4 hours from Vegas to Phoenix, yeah, why don't I sit down and eat a good enchilada and habanero sauce? That was playing Russian roulette with my stomach, that's for sure. Anyways, I made it home safely. No, there's no accident. Not only that, stomach was fine, really. So, lucked out. So, but yeah, made it here. Now, I need to edit this video, get it uploaded. And really, just get ready to live stream, but more importantly, get ready for a new year. Again, I don't do my knee. By the way, that's something else. Speaking of injuring my knee, one of the days in between the filming, my last Advent, as it were, me, my brother, and his youngest, while the oldest was hanging out with her basketball team in Vegas. 10-year-old, 9-10-year-old, you gotta keep them busy. We did a trampoline park, which is all fine and dandy. Also, it was nice. It had laser park, rock climbing, all for the one low fee thing. So, anyways, yeah, apparently my knee may have, rehab, but it doesn't like trampoline parks. Also, it could just be I'm getting old. But anyways, yeah, so my knee's still hurting a little bit, which is another reason probably I shouldn't go out walking about drunkenly in the lovely weather, by the way. It's only 65 degrees Fahrenheit, so It is cloudy though, so it might rain. But again, back to my point is I need to set up and get ready for next year. I don't do resolutions. I always have goals in general to make my life better. So it's never I'm going to do this now. I'm just always trying to do a little bit better. Again, I will never eat healthy, but I can always strive to eat healthier. So again, just make small changes here and there. Like not eat what I ate in Vegas. Whew. I mean, it was almost 50% liquid cheese, 10% fries. And yes, there is a gap in missing stuff, but that's how much freaking cheese there was. It evaporated the potatoes there were. Anyways, might as well have been, and this is an actual soup. Well, there's two. There's nacho cheese soup and beer cheese soup. In both places was actually Wisconsin, where literally it is just a bowl of liquid cheese that you can eat. So, yes, I did have it, and actually they serve it with popcorn on top, which actually kind of works. Anyways, as I prepare, mainly clean up my green room, get this into that room, and get ready to stream again. Basically, the first time since pre-December, probably. So, by the way, this is full. Here's all the drinks that I drank this December. I'm going to try to put this on Christmas lights, but here's the storage of everything I drank for Advent calendar. Well, of course, minus the giant jars, but you know. So all the memories. But let's end this video finally. It's been 19 minutes, and this was supposed to be a pretty short and sweet video. So, Happy New Year. Feliz Nueve Años. And however you say it in other languages. May you have a restful night, an enjoyable night, or a night of debauchery that ends peacefully. In a nice way. But more importantly, Happy New Year. Let's all strive together to make next year a little less sucky. A little less bad. Because, you know, sucking's not a bad thing. It just depends on who is to what and what part of you. Anyways, that small, subtle joke aside, that's going to be the last video of the year, and that's how I end it. Anyways, thanks again for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next year. Until then, bye.